Hey everybody, how you all doing? Widdler Dave. Yeah, I still have no heat. Monday's going to be 2 weeks, but they say that they've got my part, so I'm not going to count my chickens right now. But I'm wearing my sock hat. I'm cold. I'm just cold. We went through a lot of cold weather, all the way down to 4 degrees and sleeping in a house. But anywho, I'm just working on some more tikis and stuff. I told you tikis is my love, and trying to finish up quite a few that I had started. This one here represents the pineapple and everything. And then this larger one here, just a mask. Very simple. And everything.
What about the other one over here?
Oh yeah, the paint. This is what it looks like when I paint one. I create all my collars. It is a solid block of bass wood. It's all done by hand. This is what I see in my head. It's just, I love tikis. I do love tikis. And remember, daveposting@gmail.com. Still, people are having a lot of problems finding my email, and that's it. There's the one I was messing with you the other day.
I like his eyeballs.
Yeah, the big old bug eyes.
I like alien.
Yeah.
Alien Tiki.
I was trying to find my bear one, and I haven't been able to find it. I told my wife it's in her office, and she needs to get in there and try to find it, because I got several of them this year I'm wanting to finish. Get them all done and everything. Just adding detail to this. Since I got them new dog legs from Flex Cut, I'm impressed with them. I am, because now I can get in some tighter areas and everything, and I'm very picky about my tikis. This is just a solid block of bass. It's just something I drawed, and I draw as I carve and everything. Years and years ago, when I had collar in my hair now and everything, when I had my construction business, I had a lady. I built her cabinets, and then I did all her doors. And she loved pineapples, and pineapples and peacocks. I remember that, and I carved pineapples and peacocks on her doors. And then I hand painted them all. I was back probably in my middle 20s when I did that and everything. Pineapples and peacocks.
That's a weird combination.
I know it is, but that's what she likes.
I bet the peacocks would have been pretty.
Well, I found my original sketchbook when I moved to Tennessee, and I've got it. And it's got some of my original drawings of peacocks in it. They're a folk art, a whimsical style, it's how do you explain it? Like a folk art, I'm going to just say.
I could see the pineapples in the kitchen, but I would put like the peacocks in a bedroom or something.
I know. And she's the lady that I painted vines all the way around her kitchen and little birds, and I hand drawed all this, and I hand painted it all. She paid. It took a while, and it ran down the door facing.
That's how you got your gray hair.
Yeah, maybe so. No, I got gray hair because of kids and
Don't you dare say women, because I had nothing to do with it.
But anyway, no, I used to do a lot of custom work. I did a lot of Victorian restoration for different people. I made a lot of stuff for people up in New York. I had a guy to send me a whole bunch of poplar floor joists out of the original house, and I made wall sconces, and I just made all kinds of stuff. I did. But what I'm doing right here, I'm just setting this pineapple a little deeper. Since I got these little chisels, I can set these just a tad deeper. This pineapple.
I fell off my stool trying to video.
Well, don't do that. I love tikis. I taught my wife here how to carve tikis.
Yes, I have a few. I have one that's done, and I have my friend Randy, him and his wife come to visit, and then after they left, I remembered they wanted to buy it, and I'm like, oh no. But I still have it. I'm keeping a hold of it until they come and visit again, which is hopefully soon.
Yeah, she sold quite a few of her tikis.
I did one time. We were sitting at the river. We were carving, and this guy come up and really liked it, really wanted it. I just finished carving it, but it wasn't painted, and he bought it anyway. I was so excited. I was like, yay!
She jumped up and down, and that was your first tiki. No, your second one, I think, because you got your first one.
Yep.
You got your first one. I don't have none of my first ones. I've carved these things for so long. Well, I do have my tiki necklace. I showed you that the other day. The tiki necklace.
I have one too.
Yep, I did smaller ones, and then I'm getting ready to reproduce that one close enough, but I have smaller ones. A lot of people have asked me, do I have patterns to these? Like, no, I draw. I look at the piece of wood, I'll find how I want to draw it, and it literally talks to me. And as I'm drawing, it's telling me a story. This one told me it liked the pineapple, and this is a warrior one. It's for protection.
A little bit close up. No, me, not you.
Oh.
I like the ones where you do where their tongues are sticking out.
Oh,
Them
I
are
haven't done
fun.
one of those, have I, in a while?
No.
Well, that new one I'm getting ready to carve, that you're going to have to help video it, because it's massive, ain't it? It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be I've got one in the hallway that is totally awesome, and it's a story one. It tells a story, and I'm going to try to
Get the nuts off, folks.
figure out how to video it, because it's massive. It is. It's a big one.
Now, the one I was doing with the cedar, that is one I messed up on. I'm still having a wrestle match with him.
Hell, you got to crawl before you walk.
But that's cedar for you, too.
Yeah, cedar is a fun wood, but a very unfun wood, because you'd be like, oh, ain't this pretty? And you get on the other side, it just breaks off. So you just got to deal with it.
I'm going to push this on you. We're going to have, well, it's not going to be you carving them, but you can show people that you done them, your driftwood carvings.
Oh, yeah. Do I have any of them left?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I did not. I used to sit on the Ohio River back years ago, and I would pull tons of driftwood out, and I would carve driftwood carvings. I've done some. I've sold probably 85% of them.
And one of mine I still have. My first one was that eagle I've done.
Yeah, I love the eagle. That was your first.
With all the feathers and everything.
That was your first, because you seen the eagle with the heart.
One time we were there, and I saw one floating in the river. And I'm like, oh, I really like that. I'm going to get it. So I went to get it. I walked and walked, got in the water a little bit, and I thought, okay, it's just my feet. It'll be all right. And it come a little closer, and I went to step to grab it, and down I went. It dropped off. Did not know it, and I went under, and gosh, did I hold my breath, because I did not want that water in my mouth, because sometimes they could pull fish out of that water, and it's glowing in the dark.
Yeah, it's not good water.
Some parts of Ohio River, yes, not there where we were at. Gosh, no. It was disgusting.
We used to sit on the Ohio River on Sundays and just carve, and we'd, sometimes take a picnic lunch and just take a nice walk. And yeah, that's one thing I want to do this year. I'm going to get up in the mountains, and I'm going to take either Lara or Brian or somebody, because it's easier for somebody to shoot the video and me not having to worry about it and make sure it's in focus and all that. It's just a lot easier, and I can stay focused right here. And I'm just going to sit down, and I know where I want to go. It's a beautiful place. I got an interview there one time. A lady seen me carving, and she interviewed me there. But I want to do that this year. And not only me. I want to get Lara and I carving. Because it ain't all about me. Like I tell people, it's not all about me. Just a little bit more in through here. I need to right in through here. You see, it's too flat. Right here, and right here, and right here. So what you got to do is you got to think, you got to go down. You got to go down at an angle. Very sharp. Very sharp. You want to come in here and come in here. You want to raise those petals. Right now, she's way, way too flat.
Sorry, I'm trying to get
That's
closer.
all right. I mean, it's very hard. Oh, see, now how I went down in there?
Mm-hmm.
Now see, these petals are starting to raise. Right here, you want to go a little deeper. Gives it that three-dimensional look. That's why it takes me so long to do one of these, because I'm very hard to please with these. Now see, look, I've raised that. Comparing to this and that, it already looks good. Always have you a little pencil, because you can darken your edges right there so you don't mess up.
Yes, because I would have broken one by now.
I've
done it, but luckily I had enough meat in the wood where I could have redone it.
Yep. Now see, I've already raised that one. Raised that one. And then see, this actually gets a line right here because these are two leaves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this right here. So this will get dropped. This will stay up high. You know, and everything. I love this new knife. I got to get when February gets here, I got to call the man to see if he's back in business, because I'm going to buy another knife like this and whatever he's made else, because I'm telling you folks, these are phenomenal. I mean, they are worth the money. They're so comfortable. Look at that handle. They are so comfortable. They are handmade right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Unless he's moved out of Knoxville, but that's where this one was made.
Let me see the handle again.
So,
what's the other side look like?
Same. It's just GP is his initials.
That's what I was looking at. Okay. Sorry, it threw me off.
How much more time we got on it? What we got?
We are at 12 minutes and 3 seconds.
Oh, we're doing good.
Yep. The washing machine's going crazy in there. It's going to be going off here in a little bit.
I
Let's
don't
play
care.
some music.
I don't care.
And we ain't going to talk about the dryer.
No, we don't. Now, see, I've already raised them. Get up close right here so you can see that. I've raised those petals. It's not done. It's not. But we are slowly. I can't wait to get this one done. This one's going to be really unique. It still needs to come all way back in here, because now these are raised, but it's tipping this way, and this is flat. This is flat right here. Flat right here. You want it to run under the. This is like his headdress right here.
Right.
So you want this to run underneath here. So you've got to have this. It's got to go like this. It's got to bend. So you don't want to take nothing out here yet. You want to drop this down a little deeper, and then you'll have to drop this down. You'll have to drop this down, drop this down, drop this. It's repetitive.
Drop it like it's hot.
It's just repetitive. It's just. And this is what I see. You know, when I was 7 years old, I just started drawing these weird faces. And I took the weird faces and I started putting, I would draw eyes. And then I would draw a nose. And then I would draw a mouth. And I'm like, wow. So then I would start putting them together. And all of a sudden, I didn't know what a tiki was. I mean, I'm an old farm kid. I come from a little tiny town. But I'd have this weird looking face, and then I just thought, okay, I like that. So I had a Barlow tree pocket knife, and I just started whatever I had, a piece of stick or a board, and I just started, you know, using a knife. And that's why I tell people, you got to learn to bend the knife. You don't have to have all these fancy tools. You know, you can carve these with strictly a knife. Is it easier with fancy tools? Lord, yes. You can give more texture, more depth. But I started drawing these and just started drawing. Like I said, I'm a mythological carver. I started drawing dragons and just these weird looking birds. And I like abstract. And, you know, that's what led into abstract, is drawing stuff like this. And I've got a new abstract. It's right here. It's in my brain. It's screaming at me. So once I get me some sugar pie, I'm going to start laying out some more abstract and everything. Alrighty. Now, let's do a little collar right here so I can. Kind of hard to see this. The lighting's not great. Naturally in my dining room.
How compared to being outside or in your workshop?
See, I just darken them. Just darken them. That tells you where your lines are.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do. You don't have to be perfect, but see, that tells me where all this is.
Right.
You know, it sure does.
And the other thing that's going to be crazy, well, complicated would be for me. You do it blindfolded, because it's your lines on your pineapple there. Oh, there's music. Our
Well,
worship's done.
There are several ways you can do these lines. You know, you can cut them.
Mm-hmm.
You can cut these lines.
Are you going to cut them or burn them?
Well, I was getting ready to say, or you can wood burn them. And they're being so fragile, I think I'm going to burn these in.
Cheat.
No, I ain't cheating. It's not cheating. You're wrong.
I know. I just said you're going to cheat.
No, it's not.
I'm
because
teasing.
You let me explain why.
Okay, go ahead.
This is very thin wood, and you can these will actually break off. Because see, the grain's running this way. You can break the grain. You want these to be really strong diamonds. That's what you're creating, is a diamond. That's what these things are. It's like little diamonds on there. So you can line it with a wood burn, which that gives you another texture. But before you do that, you'll come in here and you're going to round this corner off.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like that. Because you want, pineapple ain't flat, it's round.
Well, yeah.
So you want to round this off. Like I always say, keep you a piece of sandpaper, because these lines are now going to peer over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're going to do. You want that line to dive over like it's going all the way around the circumference of the pineapple. So wood burning it will probably be it, because I can do very faint lines. And just, now if it's a thicker piece of wood, like some of them tikis I did, and the pineapple was like this, Lord, yeah, you can really get in there and carve them out.
Right.
But why lose the look over just trying to, I can carve them, but wood burning will be smarter.
I like the tiki I did, the faint wood burn in the back where it looks like a cork.
Yep. Wood burning and carving is another way of creating texture. It is. You don't have to buy an expensive. I got 2 wood burners. I got a really expensive one. You can just buy a pen one and just add some detail. You can come in here with a wood burner and add a shadow point right here and here, and then thin your paint down. So when you paint this, that darkened corner right there will pop out, and that'll give you a shadow. It'll make this stand out. I tell you, I love teaching art. And I would love to get back into teaching art and just work with people and try to get them to understand about what I see. Am I right? No, I've never claimed to be 100% right. But it's just me. It's how I feel. It's what I see in art. It talks to me. It literally talks to me. Tells me a story. Tells me what it wants to do. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to try to look into maybe some schools around here in Tennessee, stuff like that. Bring my art to a school like I used to, and sit around and just show people what you can do with a knife.
Right.
That's all.
Trying to get the texture on that. Ooh, you can see it really good.
That's all hammered in by a piece of metal. It's all stamped in. And I've considered of stamping a texture like this in around on top of this nose to change it up.
Right, that would be fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Because you've got to be
I didn't mean it like that.
You got to be very careful of doing that.
I guess next time when you do one of your tiki videos again, I'll pull mine out so everybody can look at mine.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. When Lara got with me, I was going to teach her to carve. Of course, I'm actually carving tikis. And I thought, well, we'll just start out maybe with a mouse or something. Nope. She wanted to carve a tiki. I'm like, you want to do what? She's never carved, and she wanted to. So I worked with her. To try to get her to understand some of the concepts, and she pulled it off.
And I sewed it there at the river.
Yep. And I was quite proud of her. This is my love. I may have taught Lara. I think I only taught one other person about what I love to do. This is...
You taught Larry.
Well, yeah, that's the one other person. Larry, my good friend, Larry Miller. He was my World War II buddy, and he wanted to carve tiki so bad. And I showed Larry a lot of tricks because I love my military. I literally love my military. We don't do enough for our military. We don't. So me and Larry used to hang out and carve together, and he was a phenomenal carver. He would carve folks when he was on patrol. He was 21 years old, and he fought for us in Germany. So to get his mind off what he was doing, had to do that day, he would carve. And he was remember his bolo? Mm-hmm. He made a bolo, and it was a cowboy hat. I loved that bolo. It was so beautiful and so well put together. It was. I miss Larry so much. I really do, because we were just carving buddies. You know, just somebody was like me. It's hard to find people, especially now where I live at, that are like me around here. There's a few, and I invite them and tell them, hey, come by the house, we'll carve. Remember, my goal is this year is to get enough carvers here. I'm hoping I can pull this off. We'll set underneath my tree out there and just have somebody video it, and we'll just chit chat and grill and do a day of carving. Just whatever you want to bring. I don't care if you just want to pick up a stick and just sit there and whittle a stick. That's how the old timers did it. Trust me, I don't care.
I can't wait to meet your new friend. You said she's in Gatlinburg.
Oh, yes. I got to have another lady that I have not met yet. I'm not going to give out her name or nothing, because I don't know if she wants her name put out there. But she is, she's a chainsaw carver. And even though I'm not into chainsaw carving, she's trying, and her work has impressed me. Some of her life stories has impressed me. So, I understand her, and I really enjoy it. So I told her once it warms up, I will come to her shop. Her and her husband is a phenomenal chainsaw carvers. I want to see her work up personally. I want to meet her. But I love art. I don't care if you glue popsicle sticks together. You're impressing me. You're using this, your noodle. That's what you're using. What time is it now?
I was going to say, it is 23 minutes, my sweet love.
Right. No, we're just playing. But I tell you what, I'll be so glad that my part comes in. I'm hoping Monday. They said Monday, because, this reminds me of my childhood. I grew up poor when I was a kid. And I can remember when I was a little boy, waking up, living in Indiana, and we used to have a lot of snow, and I'd have several inches of snow on my bed. It would blow in the cracks under the windows. I'd have snow. Now I'm in my 60s, and I don't like cold weather.
But we don't have the snow blowing in.
Lord, no, I would stuff something in that crack.
It feels like it sometimes.
It does. Well, we slept in here. It was the other night. It was 4 degrees outside. 4 degrees. But, and a lot of people says, well, you should leave and go get a motel. Well, you got to realize one thing. I am an animal person. So I will never leave my animals. And I could never go anywhere and be comfortable knowing that my babies are uncomfortable. I'm a 100% animal person. So we just camped out. We've been camping out on the couch because it's a lot warmer. They pile up on me, and we cover up in covers, and there you go.
And you heard him. He said him. They don't pile up on me.
I'm the dog whisperer.
Even my chihuahua piles up on you.
I'm the dog whisperer.
She comes out every once in a while, give me kisses, and then goes back to you. It's like, okay, that's nice, thanks.
I was the kid, folks. I was the kid. They used to say, well, that horse, no one has ever rode that horse, and no one's ever you know, you can't touch that horse, he bites. I'm like, okay. And a week later, I'm out there, I was barebacking the horse and feeding him a carrot. You just gotta know how to talk to him. And animals will go to the person that they can sense it. Just trust me. They can sense it. They can sense that you have a good heart and soul. And they just trust me, they can. They can. Well, this has been a fun one. I'm glad my wife was home and it's just much easier. I feel more comfortable because I can talk to you people and and stuff like that. And this has been fun. Showing what my true love is and everything. I could carve Tiki 7 days a week sitting on a tropical beach and smile all day long.
One of these years, maybe.
I'm getting old. I have sat on the beach when I was down in Florida a lot. I used to sit on the beach and a lot of different oceans I'd sit on and pull driftwood out of the ocean or be laying on the beach. And I'm like, wow, because when I see a piece of driftwood, I can automatically see the face, can't I?
Mm-hmm. That's why we're going to do a video of it.
Yeah, I can automatically see something in there. It's just screaming at me. So I pick it up and start.
When I go back home after the baby's born, our grandbaby, I'm going to go down
Our first
by
grandbaby.
Yes, I'm going to go down there by the river and see if I can hunt some driftwood.
Don't fall in.
Oh, God, no. I have Daniel to go with me.
Don't fall in. Oh, mercy. What time is it now?
We are at, oh my gosh, I can't see. 26.
All right.
Yes, I know. If I put glasses on, I could see.
Yeah, that's what I always tell you.
But I won't sit here with glasses on just to read a number. 27.
All right, I guess we should be starting to end this one here.
Yes, you said 3 minutes.
All right. Well, anyway, I get to talk to people. I love talking. I call all my followers family. I love you all. But yeah, that's just some of my tikis. A couple of them that I've finished and everything. I've done these things. I couldn't tell you how many I've carved in my life. But anywho, just want to say thank you all. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, liked, and shared my videos. Leave me some comments. Remember, daveposton@gmail.com. That's all you got to type in. That way you can send me personal messages. And like I said, I appreciate everybody. You all stay safe and warm. And Whittler Dave will just talk to you later. And thank you.
Thank you.